With new partnerships, new jobs, and by supporting Canada's security and economic prosperity, Hanwha is committed to a stronger Canada.
Are you ready? For Thunderbolts, the new Avengers. Now
Hey, I'm gonna get a water. I'll be right back.
I guess I knew this would happen to you. Inside I did, but I refused to know it's true. I'm heading back inside, still with
Hey,
you. I think I know what's wrong. My friends put
hello.
on their bravest face. That tells between the
Happy
letters, show it's
Wednesday.
out of place. I bet their mothers let them know what I'm about to face. Keep your mouth zipped, son. Baby, I've been there before. I was at the point where
Thank
all
you.
I
Mary, thank
really
you.
wanted was
Sorry, I'm
someone
just
to
gonna turn this
hold
down a
me
bit for
back
my on my end.
I was at the end of every
Put it down
tale
there.
I'm waiting
Put that there. Just kind of have it lightly in the background. Bond with the 10, Annie with the 100, D Tris with the 1, Irene with the 100, Jen with the 100, Mary with the 500. Thank you guys. Denise with the 500. Great to see you. Happy Earth Day. I swear that was yesterday. Were we not talking about this yesterday or was that this morning? But anyway, happy Earth Day. It was a beautiful day today, so that was nice. Cal with the 500s, thank you. So happy to see you. Thank you. Happy to see you guys too. That was this morning. Holy shit, eh? I have a bank appointment on Saturday. I'm dreading that. Um, but it'll be other than that, still doing nothing until I leave here. So today, started doing prayer. I haven't done sit-ups today, but I did lots of prayer outside, which was nice. Just talking to God, asking Him for things that I want, um, and then I cleaned up today. I got groceries today. I got all healthy stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna really pick my stuff, like all healthy, not worry about the price at the moment, but just stick to this healthy eating. So it wasn't too bad, but got that, and at least now I have all healthy stuff. Like I got like apples, oranges, bananas, ground beef. I had some tacos with tomatoes, lettuce tacos. Um, what else did I get? Some milk. I got 24 water bottles, so got all that stuff. So that'll last me till the end of the week. Cleaned up a bit. Um, so yeah, everything is going pretty good. Still feel like I haven't made the most out of this trip as much as I want to, so I still got the like 4 days tomorrow and I got tonight to watch hockey and stuff, but just gotta, kind of keep on track, whatever that means to me, just keep on track. So whatever that means, because I gotta get over stuff that I'm going through, I gotta get over feeling anxious. Like, it's all mindset, so it's just I gotta really push through that and get through that and get over that the best I can. So that's good. Yeah, all focus. Denise, thank you. Helene, thank you. Tracy, thank you. Anna, thank you. Steph with the 1,000 looking extra gorgeous, thank you. Kathy with the 500, thank you. Good seeing you tonight, thank you. Steph with the 5 gifted, thank you, ladies. Thanks, guys, thanks. Trina with the 100, thank you. I had lettuce wraps. Yeah, each day I'm feeling good, feeling better and better each day. It's definitely a journey, you know. There's always something negative that you can focus on, or there's always shit in life, but there's just so much that we can control. So just trying to focus on what I can control and what I can get through and being a better person each day, for myself, for feeling positive, my outlook on people, my outlook on things, my outlook on God, all that stuff. So just kind of trying to strengthen that heart of mine, walking in that direction. Um, and yeah, all good stuff, all good stuff. Tomorrow's Thursday, so tomorrow, good day, do sit-ups, get some fresh air, do some meditation, do some positive thinking. Friday, same thing. Wake up Saturday, go to my bank appointment, feel good about that. Then I got Sunday's my last night. Saturday night I'll have, and then Sunday's my last night. Then go back to my dad's, and I'm still gonna try to take the schedule that I have here and take it to my dad's, where I'm taking that time to pray outside. I'm taking that time to go for walks, taking that time to do things for me. Staying on a healthy diet and all that good stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, make the most out of it, exactly. Because what I realized today too is it's not where you are or where you're from or what you're doing. It's like how you're doing it, no matter what situation you're in or whatever place you're in. It's about how you take things, and the positive that you make out of it. So that's been a lesson for me here is, you can't run away from your problems, but you can get through your problems. So just kind of, facing that and really doing the work that's needed for me to feel better each day. Helene, thank you for the 100. Stacy, thank you. Anna, thank you. Andrea, thank you. Cal5, gifted, thank you. Osu's the 100. Helene, thank you guys. All you guys, thank you. Andrea with 50. Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, sadly, problems follow you where you go, but you can either look at it as sadly or you can look at it as an opportunity to grow. You know, usually when we're staying sad about something, we don't get through it. Yes, feeling sad is a normal feeling, and there's so many things we're always going to feel sad about, but it's just how we take that and get through it. I was listening to Tony Robbins, and he said, with fear, you can either let it kill you or you can use it to drive you. So just, use that fuel to drive yourself in a positive direction. It's not whatever, and you know what positive is. We know when we're feeling positive about something, we know when we're feeling negative about something or towards somebody, and it's not going to be perfect right away, but just working through it and sticking to that plan and that focus. JJ with the 100, thank you. Andrea, thank you guys. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Jen? Or Tracy, sorry. Was a nice day, beautiful day. Like today was the best day. Oilers tonight. Yeah, I'm excited for that game. Have you tried to check your anxiety triggers? Um, yeah, like, there's things that I feel good about and there's things I don't feel good about. And sometimes I feel like I have to go to those bad habits because of my past or who I used to be or who I'm trying to get over. So it feels comfortable to me, but it continuously will make me feel worse about myself. So it's like recognizing that you going back to something that's hurting you is just going to continuously hurt you. But to really change is to get over. And then also with the self-talk, they say like it's about your actions, but a lot of people will be like, okay, well, like, if you do quick actions, you start feeling good. Tony Robbins was saying, like, you grab your water, you feel good, you feel good. but then you can do all those actions. But if you're not talking to yourself, if you're not talking to yourself good, like that's your engine, you know? So you got to be like, I'm doing good, like just that attitude, you know, no matter what. Tracy with the 100, Diane with the 5, thank you. Everything with intention. Yeah, everything with intention. Um, yeah, everything with intention. Diana, thank you for the 5, thank you. Um, I don't know. I'll be right back, guys. Someone's on my number.
We've been dodging a lot of poo at this location. Cow poop. This is the fall off.
Yes,
Fucking thing is there.
Epic rolling down the hill you land and it's there standing up.
Sophia, thank you. Mish, thank you. Diane, thank you for the 5. Tracy, guy doing some sales. He was a youngin, and you could tell how nervous he was. It actually kind of made my day because I remember feeling that nerves, and I still do. But just seeing like, a good-looking young man that is trying to make it in this world, and he's like, it's really cool to see. So I told him, I said, I don't own the house, so I don't need any services, but keep doing what you're doing, because that's good stuff, good stuff. He was selling something to clean windows and stuff. Susan with the 100, thank you. Sophia, thank you for the other 100. Susan with the 10, thank you. Sophia, thank you. Mish, thank you guys, thank you, thank you. Were you excited about National Jelly Bean Day? Yeah, National Jelly Bean Day. I'm not the biggest fan of jelly beans, to be honest, so I wasn't the biggest fan of that day, but I thought it was a cute day, National Jelly Bean Day. A lot of people like jelly bean days. There's a national day for everything, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, Susan, thank you. Sonia, thank you. Yeah, not the biggest fan though. Do you like candy? Honestly, like I like fruit gushers, I like fruit roll-ups. I like candy once in a while, but it makes my gums feel weird. Candy just doesn't, I can get annoyed from it pretty quick. Honestly, like a lot of things are making me kind of feel sick though, so that's why I'm really trying to watch my eating because like so many of like even bad foods and stuff, it's just not making me feel good. So like really trying to just focus on what I'm putting in my body so it's not this constant cycle of like feeling like shit. Yeah, like we're all on our own paths though, so like don't feel like my path is any different than yours, or don't feel like it's like you have to compare yourself, or because if I'm not saying one day I won't be eating candy or won't be eating chips all the time, but like I'm speaking for myself as of right now, you know? So it's just kind of my age and like what's good for me, we all have our own kind of things good for us. Yeah, I'm taking care of my body more and more. I'm still not, I still need to do, I just started basically, but I have been doing better. Last night I did like 2.3 thousand sit-ups or crunches. The other night I did 3,000. So today, like while I'm watching hockey, get back on the floor. You can already tell I'm looking a little better. Um, get back on the floor and start doing it. Feels good. Yeah, my abs are sore when I really feel it, but I'm not really burning my abs as I am burning the fat on my body. A lot of people don't realize that, in my opinion. They think they have to rush things and do it properly. But in my eyes, just do it on your pace. Like your body, make your body the way you want to feel, how you want to make your body. So don't worry about going so hard on things. Just lightly, like, do crunches, burn the fat. It doesn't have to be all the way up. It doesn't have to be so intense. It's more about just having movements, and burning the fat around it. And then, your core is always there. You'll get to your core. You also don't want to burn yourself out, right? When you tend to do something so hard at first, it tends to burn you out. And then you're feeling like I can't move for 3 days. So just doing it kind of how you feel is right for you. Because then you'll heal how you want to heal, in my opinion.
Are legal fees and
My best
cover
takes.
stopping you from starting your business?
Feel your energy level getting better.
Registration
Yeah, like today it was a rough day in the morning. It was a good day, but I was also thinking about like going home and stuff, and it just a lot, man, of pressure and just life itself. So it was definitely, life comes with its challenges, but I think like everything you go through is an opportunity to grow. So having these healthy habits to stick to, like picking up water or eating an apple, or instead of listening to negative stuff, today I started listening to like just motivational stuff or positive stuff. Like just really protecting what you can control and kind of gaining like feeling better and better. No, definitely don't feel lonely. Um, like I think in life in general, you feel lonely. I think everyone feels lonely because you are, no matter what family you got or friends you have, it's still you at the end of the day that gotta pick up your own socks or, kind of pay the consequences of your life, your actions, and all of that, right? Everything is it's all comes down to you. So I think in general, it's like, it's not about, you can feel more lonely being around people than um, being alone. It's the same feeling. Um, so I'm not really ever feeling lonely. I think the pressure of being on social media, I think the pressure of just life in general, I don't really want to blame it on social media because it's not really social media, it's just life, dude. Like, you go on the internet, there's this, there's that. In life in general, you got family members that aren't doing the best, or like, there's just always something that feels like this immense pressure, and it's difficult, right? It breaks you down. Um, but you just keep moving forward. You keep moving forward, and you don't focus on the things that you can't control. And that's something I've been telling myself, like, for like a long time. I was focused on like even what people thought about me, or looking for validation from other people. And then I was like even reading some comments today, and people were like, oh, like, he looks sad and stuff. And I didn't even realize, I'm like, people are so invested in my life and they don't even know who I am, because even you guys don't even know who I am, because even though you guys see me every day, you don't know, only I know who I really am, you know? So I had like this realization. I'm like, for so long, you're looking for all this validation or being a certain way. And, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, what matters is you. Um, so kind of just thinking that. I'll be right back. My phone keeps dinging. Thank you for 500. You looked focused in that TikTok. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, so many times I'm explaining myself, which you make something and then you don't explain yourself, and then people don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? So, with things like that, it was a realization. I'm like, damn, like, you just gotta focus on you. Like, no matter, like, everyone's gonna have a different opinion every day. You know, everyone's gonna have a new feeling like, you can't control any of that, you know? So, yeah, I realized that even from the last TikTok, seeing the comments, there's like people that really know what direction to go, and I'm like, oh, damn, you know, it gives you a perspective. And it can feel lonely because it can feel like no one understands you but you, and it's more pressure on you, right? But that's the pressure you need to take. It's pressure you need to have for your growth, you know? Bond, thank you so much for the 500. Thank you. Bond with the 2000. Thank you. Thank you. I can't remember. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Getting the McDonald's you love for just $5 plus tax every day?
Sorry, guys, trying to catch up.
That's
Why
McValue.
did that pin? Hold
Get
on.
$5 McValue meals.
Oh, there we go.
every day.
Where your folks goes energy full? Are you still using conditioner? I used it yesterday. I haven't showered today. I was gonna shower, but I'm like, I'll shower later. Yeah, I agree, Andy. You have to be like that. You can only care about your opinion on yourself. Well, obviously, you learn from other people and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you gotta value your best judgment, you know? Like you're being constantly judged. Yeah, that could be a factor as well for sure with social media. There is that. Your story is your purpose, and what people don't worry what people think because it's like, oh, thanks. Mish, thank you for the 100. Now that you've been there for a week, how do you think you've done being on your own? Yeah, it's not as hard as like people make it or it seems, or you make it yourself, whatever. It's not really. It depends, like with finance. I don't know. Like at the end of the day, life's hard in general. So it's like you do. If you're poor, you go get a job. If you can't find a job, you look for more jobs. If you have a criminal record, you talk to the government. Like, you always got to make a way for you either way. Life, no matter if you're a CEO of a company or if you're working at a grocery store, it's difficult, right? But it's life, you know, it's something you do anyway, and you enjoy the things that are nice, and you figure it out, you know. Yeah, I think I'm ready to live on my own. I think like financially and like going towards like getting a place is a big decision. So I don't know exactly when I'll make that decision, especially with like California and all this stuff. So I'm not too sure. So I think in the meantime, just live with my dad for a bit, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. Go back and forth to family if I want to see family. But most importantly, I know family matters and stuff, but I really got to focus on myself because you start losing yourself when you value other people's opinions more than your own. And for a long time, I've been doing that because I just didn't, I was always, it's not that I didn't know who I was, but I always wanted like confirmation on like every little thing, which was like it didn't need to be like that because it even freaks other people out. They don't know the whole gist of who you are and everything that goes into it. They just kind of judge the bad things and I put in quotations bad things because they're not even bad things. They're just mistakes or little slip ups or worries or wonders, and but people judge it by the book instead of talking with you about it. You know, not your therapist or people like that, but that's why you keep it to the professionals and leave it at bay. So just been focusing. I gotta focus on my own opinions on things. So even living with someone, it's going to be a lot of just that direction. So this break has kind of taught me to put my brain in that direction on gaining my own opinion about myself, figuring out my own stuff, and kind of getting on my own 2 feet, no matter where I am, you know? Yeah, everyone's got different perspectives, all that, yeah. Um, there's there's a bunch that goes into everything, you know. That's why we have politics nowadays because every debate is a constant up and down battle. You know, it's that's the only thing I like about debates is there's so much more that goes into, you know, we all got our own ways about going through things. So and how we present it. Um, so yeah, it's just making yourself a priority and not getting stuck on other people's opinions of you. Making a path for yourself, you know, and that path will feel hard, but the harder it feels, the better it's going to be when you get through it. You know, the stronger you'll be, the more experience, the more knowledge, all of that, you know. Yeah, more grounded how to move forward for sure. It kind of got to a point where like you got to, right? Yeah, I know. I don't. Susan, thank you for the 100. Mitch, thank you for the 100. I don't live my life off people's standards. I really don't. You know, that's why I have a job, and it's a job that nobody, like, I've made this job for myself. So I'm not really asking for advice from you. When I need advice, I'll ask, but because I don't, you know, it's just reminders of what direction to go even more in towards, you know. At the end of the day, guys, I've built something that not a lot of people have built. I've made a lot that a lot of people haven't made, and I did this all by myself, you know. So I do what I would need to do, and I do value my opinion. Number one, I'm not saying I don't. That's why I'm telling you I don't need advice from you, but unless I ask, but it's more of you know, just reminding yourself like what direction you need to kind of push towards, and also sharing my story. You know, that's what my social media is about. Since the beginning, I share my story. So obviously on my terms, but just continuously like kind of working through it, talking through it, kind of what I'm dealing with internally, putting it out there, stuff like that. Shannon with the 100. Susan, thank you. Mish, thank you. All you guys, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. No, your story is great. Everyone's story is great. Um, it's not about the Getting to the goal, though, it's about the journey. So it's always going to be difficult. It's always going to be hard work. Did you do your morning outside? Yeah, yeah. I did like every 30 minutes to an hour. I went outside and prayed for like 5 to 10 minutes. CJ with the 500, thank you. Um, yeah, so I was just making sure I get outside. I'd go on my hands and knees and just pray outside, or not on my hands and knees, but put my hands between my legs and sit down on the deck and just look at the field and look at the ground. Do you feel like your fans helped you get where you are now? Yeah, of course. I see a lot of people take a little bit of, poor me, I wish you gave me more respect, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you guys are supporting because you genuinely want to. It's something that is motivating you to make you feel better. So all the credit should be going towards the creator. The creator, when he wants to give his toodles, I do, and I have for many, many years. But it's not about you to ask for that. It's not about you to take that from me. It's about me to give it when it's right for me. Because this is my platform. This is what I do. You choose to be here. You choose to support. You choose to follow the notion. Like it or not, you're not in control of my life, who I am. This is my life and who I am and what I've built, you know? Sheila, thank you. Dee, thank you. Kim, thank you. But yeah, of course, like fans help you. But if it wasn't for fans, I would be finding new fans. I would be finding a new job. So it all starts for me. It starts from the fire I have inside. It starts from everything that I put out there as a creator, right? But yeah, of course, I never know. There's not one person in the world that doesn't know deep down that they're appreciative of their supporters. They would be lying to you if they felt or any other way. Yeah, I think like I like when people are just themselves, so it's not about like identifying or sharing similarities. It's not one or the other really. Obviously depends and varies on like what is said, but in the long run I just appreciate like what's real, like you being you. So each people in a way made us reflect. Wow. Yeah. So proud of you, Prophet. Thank you. It takes a village, but you can't be taking credit, because I could be doing it myself if I wanted to. I see a lot of entitled people, Carrie, and it's not respectful to my success and what I do inside and out. And it's not respectful in general. Like, I wouldn't want to take anything from Matt Rife, even if I was supporting him the whole way. I would just know what I've done and be proud of what I've done. Or maybe that wasn't the best idea, but you can always look at it as a positive. It wouldn't be, give me this, give me that, or I'm going to manipulate you here, or I'm going to say something you don't like here, I'm going to change the story here. Like, it's not respectful to the creator on the other side of the screen that takes all the hits and takes everything and continues to move forward and all of that, right? So yeah. Rhonda, thank you. Cal, thank you. Anna, thank you. Stacy, thank you. Susan, thank you. Hey, Annie. It's good to see you too. It's always good to see you guys. We got hockey tonight. I'm excited to kind of chill and watch some hockey tonight. Days are just flying by. Elaine, thank you for the 100. Been a long day here. I'm sorry. Hey, Doll, what's good? Always good to see you. Thank you. We got Edmonton, I heard on. I don't think, no, we don't have Montreal. I think we got the Flyers. I could be wrong. Let me know if anyone knows. Just trying to think of the top of my head. Pens and Flyers. Yeah, that one I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Pens and Flyers. Obviously I want the Penguins to win. I do like that guy on the Flyers. I'm forgetting his name. Porter Malone. Porter Trump. Something like that. Malone or something. He's 19, he's killing it. So I do like that. But I do obviously want the Penguins to pick it up. I like a tight match too. I like when it's game seven hockey. So I don't really care too much about the winner or loser. I care about the atmosphere, you know. I care about the excitement and all that. Miss with the 100, thank you. Chanel with the 500, thank you. Porter is a sick name. You're right. I mean, a creator can create, but if it doesn't have the support, how does a creator make genuinely money? Well, if I create something that you need and you give it to me, I'm the one that helped you because you needed it. But you paid me, yeah, but you needed it. So it it's something, it's a service that I'm doing for other people. I'm putting my heart, chest, line, I'm entertaining, I'm going overboard for people. So, of course, you're going to be grateful for the reactions, but you also work super hard for those reactions. So, I'm not saying I'm not grateful for it. I'm very grateful. I've said it multiple times. I tell my fans I love them a little too much sometimes. I go a little overboard with things, but I'm super grateful, man. Like, genuinely, obviously, right? It's something that, again, nobody cannot be grateful for. That's something that is I'm super, super grateful. And I always will be, right? But just letting you know that it comes from it comes from the creator, and the creator deserves that respect towards it, you know? Because that creator is the one that is running the whole thing, is making it work, is the one that initiated it, and people that enjoy the service. Like if you come to my house, even though you brought food and came to my house, I still invited you to my house and started this whole thing for everyone to come over. So you're gonna say thank you to the guest. I mean the owner of the house. I'll still say thank you guys, but all the kudos goes to the person that had everyone over in their house. You know? Um, and that's just common sense. I know that it doesn't need to be said. I'm here, you make my day brighter. Yeah, it needs to be said if I need to say it. It's not about, again, what you think needs to be said or what doesn't. It's something that is personal to me. So if I feel I need to say something, it's not about walking on eggshells or acting a certain way. It's take it or leave it. It's my platform, my my presence, Yeah, I show gratitude daily, but it doesn't matter if I do or don't. If I don't, then people won't be here. So it it's all up to me what I want to do. It's not like a test. You have to show a certain amount of gratefulness. That's where they trap you and try to manipulate you and make you feel this is what life does to you. So you have to know for your own peace those red flags, those things. You don't. If I wanted to walk away right now, if I didn't respect anyone, that's my opinion. Is it right? Maybe it's right to me. Maybe it's wrong to you. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's whatever. Maybe you won't be here anymore. Maybe you'll decide to walk away. Whatever it is, it's not like there's not a limit to it. But yeah, of course. Again, like, why wouldn't I be grateful? Like, it would be it would be oblivious to say I'm not grateful, like to anybody. Getting sent millions of dollars, getting all of these people show up on their time to my lives, to post edits, to send me gifts, to show love to family, to friends, just to continuously show up, to say nice things about me, to make things for me, to care about my growth and just care about being with me. You're not no person in the world is ever not going to be grateful for things like that. It's just a matter of time on your own schedule to how much you're showing grateful towards. Maybe you got other things on your plate. Maybe you have other focuses. Like everyone's got their own life, you know? Mish, thank you for the 100, and thank you. Mish, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. Thanks. I'm glad it's your favorite place to be. Um,
Stains and primers at everyday low prices. Plus,
yeah.
same day or next day job site delivery.
You see what happened to me on the Kings bench? Yeah, that was crazy when the glass dropped. Crazy game. Again, overtime, miss after miss. It was pretty unreal. So, yeah, crazy game. D, thank you for the 100. Thank you. Always been gratefully show up. Yeah. Yeah, I lead with my heart. I lead with my chest. Um, I'm an honest person. Obviously, there's things that I keep to myself because you deal with it on yourself, but always showing respect like that, of course. That's just who I am. Do you like it when games go in overtime? I love it when games go overtime. Did you watch Montreal game? Yeah, crazy game. Did you see the Bruins game? Yeah, I'm just trying to remember. Um, why do I keep forgetting who the Bruins are playing? How do you tell the difference between respect and I think we're back. Sorry guys, does that once in a while, but should be good now. Back to Smiley's question. Um, saying how do you know if it's being lighthearted or if it's respect? Again, it just varies, you know, it's not something that's like yay or nay. It's something that's like, oh yeah, like you just work through it. You know, I think the worst thing for me was like getting mad or getting upset. That really doesn't do much. The best way to do is like respectfully draw boundaries. And that's just like, how would you want to feel? You know, that's what I'm starting to ask myself. Like, how would I want to feel if I was getting talked to like that? Or how would I feel if someone was treating me like that? Or how would I feel if I was, you know, just ask yourself, like, how would I feel? And then, like, that kind of feeling that you're feeling, like, treat people like that, you know? Because then you're getting what you give, you know? Um, or at least try, you know, try to work your way through that. Yeah. D, thank you. No, I just said it doesn't matter about, you know, there's no line to respect. Everyone's varies, everyone's different, everyone's changes. It's just about, you know, treat others the way you want to be treated and then also conversating, you know, respectful communication, you know, that's a big thing. And that's a hard thing. But like learning try like more respectful communication always gets you to like better places. Because that's how you understand other people too, the best you can. But it can feel hard because you're like, I don't want to offend someone, or what if I'm being nice and then I still get a bad reaction from it? I'm gonna feel like shit. But like that's just what comes with it. You know, there's no excuses to the work we have to put in, sadly. And not sadly, but it's initially sadly a lot of the time because it's like shit. You know, I don't want to stand up right now, but you got to. It's how you understand each other. Yeah. Yeah, and it's work, you know. It's a work in progress. That's why it's definitely, you know, everyone's got their own life. Like, I wouldn't really understand. I tried to understand what it's like to be a viewer, but like, I'm only really an advocate for like myself as a creator because I don't really understand what it's like to be in your position, to be honest with you. I've tried, but I'll never fully understand what it's like to, you know, go to a 9 to 5, come home and just have your favorite lives and also just being your age. I don't understand fully what it's like through the experience you went through and like why you're where you are now. Like that's why I try not to be rude about it. I don't it can be hard for me to understand sometimes because for me as a creator, as an influencer, whatever it is, it's just a different lifestyle, and you don't really understand it. But I can kind of understand. Like I have a certain amount of people that I watch and I only watch. It helps me kind of get through the night. So I can kind of understand that. Do I go and support people constantly? I tried doing that for a bit, but now I'm mainly saving for my future, for what I want to do. So I would recommend people do that too, but if I'm a part of what makes you feel good and you want me to go live more, obviously supporting does do that. So then it's like I wouldn't want you to not do something that is making like gives you. So it's a super hard thing of like, is this deserving? Blah blah blah. Like I've said it before. It's very confusing sometimes. You go on and people show you love, and so sometimes I can feel rude, but I'm trying to be very transparent. I'm trying to be very real with you. I'm trying to give you my perspective. I'm never trying to be 100% right about my perspective. I would never want that because I always want to find, especially lately, room to grow. Um, but yeah, it's all about communication, healthy communication, and just figuring it out. So I think what I'm most appreciative is that too, is the fact that obviously the support that you've given me, but the fact that we're able to have that healthy communication definitely impacts my life massively. Um, so very grateful for that. Yeah, if I have other questions to ask you guys for sure. For sure. Pleasure to have you. Thank you. Being a creator helped me communicate. Yeah, being a creator pins you to the wall with the knife on your neck, honestly. So it makes you learn. Well, life does in general, but especially when you have to speak to the public. Speaking to the public, you have to be very intellectual and you have to be able to communicate that and at the same time as dealing with all your other things in life. So it's like one of the hardest things I've ever experienced, if not the hardest thing I've ever experienced. Definitely the hardest thing I've ever experienced. But like when you're doing it, it's just kind of you got no choice. Like it's just what you do, but when you really want to do something and everything else feels like it's not pointless, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like you have your life, so it definitely has like work. The pressure has definitely made me, without really noticing it fully, definitely helped me understand life better and communicate better and have better people skills in a way, be a little stronger too, definitely stronger without really without really realizing that because I'm stronger than I think, or than I perceive. I don't like to show off because it's scary, you don't want. I don't think that's a good thing to do in general, it doesn't lead anywhere but a fight, so I try to keep that to myself. Sometimes it feels like I get walked all over, but at the end of the day, again, I'm the one that's pulling up my pants. So I'm only walking on myself, but yeah, focusing on myself. Do you feel like you're also better at dealing with anything that comes to you? I think like you have to either way. So I haven't really been tested, but I think like the respect that I'm getting and just the people, like it's pretty astonishing. It's pretty astonishing, which makes it kind of scary because it's like, whoa. I wish I was a little kid that was looking up to people, and I don't anymore. I'm just not saying I don't look up to people. I look up to Tony Robbins and like very successful like self-help people and a lot of people that aren't really successful but are just normal people that have good thoughts and push good things. But it's a little different than kind of laying on daddy's lap or cuddling with mommy. You get older and it's just it's you now, it's you putting in that effort, not people doing it for you. So it's been difficult, but it's it's good. It's more frustrating being misunderstood or feeling like you have to over-explain. I think the most frustrating thing is doing something that you know isn't serving you. And that's super hard because instead of going for a run, we're gonna eat chips. Instead of not hanging out with the person, we hang out with the person because we're comfortable with it. But I think just accepting that whatever's not meant for me, like if anything's making me feel worse, do something that makes me feel better, and you can kind of feel that uncomfort where you feel like you're missing out or you're losing people or this, but you're not. In reality, everyone's still here. Life is still going how it goes. You're okay. So the more you're just like doing something that you're not growing and you're kind of tripping, then you gotta get off that. Do what you need to do because life's too short and the worst day can be tomorrow. So why not do it now? Do you think you take yourself too seriously? Sometimes, but I'm just always like who I am. Um, so it's sometimes, yeah, I think sometimes we all tell ourselves like this is a little too much. I should have took it chill here. But at the end of the day, we're just learning, just being the best we can be each day, but definitely a lot of the time for sure. I get thoughts like that, yeah. Danny, thank you so much. William, you've grown so much and doing so much. Keep shining. Oh, thank you, Danny, for the 500. Love you, thanks. Does it feel weird having basically strangers care about you so much? No, I don't really look at you guys as strangers. I look at you guys as people that have been watching me for a long time and having deep conversations with me. So no, I don't look at you guys as strangers. Would you do anything different than you did 5 years ago? Yeah, a lot. Do I want to speak about all of it? No. But do I really fully understand all of it? No. But yeah, there's things I would love to, yeah, for sure. Is there a lesson you learned from Tony Robbins that you value the most? There's too much to even say one, but I think just with what I said about having your focus on what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, basically. There's a lot though. Colorado Amy with the 100, and it's just who he is as a person. It's not really even what he's saying. It's just listening to people that are like that kind of drills into your body and how even if it feels difficult or annoying, it grows you. Carol, thank you for the 5. Thank you so much. Stacy, thank you for the 1. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Did the 5 years go fast? Oh yeah, fast. Time's going fast, Yeah, I posted them, yeah. Do you feel like you're in an interview with all these questions? No, I think people care enough to talk to me, so I am appreciative of that, People cannot care about me. So that's something that I gotta remind myself, Thanks. So don't ever not be grateful for people caring about you, that's for sure. Liz with the 10, thank you. Thank you, Liz. And Keeper with the 500, thank you. Thank you. Where do they care? Oh, I love that. CJ, Rhonda, thank you guys. Thank you. I know 5 years is a lot. It's pretty cool. Always trying to say thank you. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Keeper. Love these kind of lots. Good chats. Thanks, guys. Off topic, how's your neck? It's good. I just got another pimple here, though. I just popped it. I enjoyed interacting with you today. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, this time went really fast. Mary, thank you for the 100. Yesterday, for some reason, the live, no offense, because I love you guys, but the live definitely felt slow. But today, I think I was a little more honest with myself, and that helps with being honest with everyone else, and it flew. It really flew. So, yeah, I know when you guys feel for sure. Well, I don't know for sure, but I know, you know. It's not rocket science, you know. We can kind of understand pretty easy. Christine with the 5 gifted, thank you. Yeah, lucky to have people to care about you for sure. For sure. Hopefully spread that, you know. I think that's what's good about this community is spreading the love. So, but you know, we gotta fill our glass before we fill anyone else. Atta girls. Christine with the 5 gifted, Annie with the 100, thank you. Any good shows or movies? No, just hockey, baseball. Listen to I listen to, you know, some podcasts or stuff, whatever, but nothing same stuff. New York Sandy with the 10 gifted, thank you. Are you still okay with us though? Yeah, you know, I think if I'm showing up again, I am definitely, right? Should I be more grateful? I'm practicing that, you know, because, you know, definitely been going through things, as you guys can see, right? But I'm working on it, so I'm very grateful for all of that and gonna continue to work on it, be better. Diane, thank you. Mish, thank you. Are you watching Carolina tonight? Yeah, I'm gonna watch all the hockey. And day one with the 500. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this. Oh, thanks. Always grateful. Yeah, no, I don't think sometimes it can be hateful, you know? Kathy with 100. I've been hateful. I've had addictions, which kind of stems from makes you hateful towards life. Makes you make careless decisions that you'll end up regretting and you carry. So yeah, it's been hard. And then like just not knowing what to do or how to handle it. You know, I've been going to therapy and all this stuff. So it's just been difficult trying to understand things, especially in the spotlight. So but yeah, I think, you know, the number one thing is to lead with love. And that means like, you know, accepting and going through it. You know, it's not easy, but you don't know what other people are going through too. But I think like there's things you can't control, you know? There's things that you can sit there and like analyze it all day, but it's all on God's timing. It's all on timing. So just, you know, letting it be, leading with love, accepting things, understanding things, saying sorries, most importantly to yourself, you know, when you say sorry to someone else, it doesn't really do anything. What really does something is genuinely feeling sorry, like genuinely going through what you know is wrong and going through what you know is right. You know, being, I think that's real. You know, that's and you know, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has trying to understand things or thinks this is good or thinks this isn't or um everyone goes through things. Everyone makes mistakes. So you just live and you learn, you know? Which is easier said than done, frick, but what are you gonna do? Right? Yeah, apologizing is. I think like I probably have like a and with my like who I am, I'm just a there's probably 100 people, if not more, that I could apologize to in my lifetime, right? But would I would I waste my time going to everyone saying sorry? I've tried that. Doesn't work. It actually makes people turn against you. The best way to be sorry is to genuinely feel sorry. It's to genuinely change as a person. And then, yeah, if you bump into somebody one day and you say, you know, I'm very sorry for that, man. Like, I went through a lot of shit because I didn't know how to handle it, you know? Um, and yeah, not saying that forgiveness is given, like, forgiveness is a gift from God, you know? Forgiveness is not something you, forgiveness is some, forgiveness is not something you ask for. Forgiveness is something you give yourself, you know? Forgiveness is something you give yourself. And if you gain forgiveness, that's a blessing, you know? It's not really something you go looking for. Um, but yeah. Yeah, changing poor habits. That's the best. 100%. That's what I'm learning. Change poor habits, you know? Yeah, change poor habits. You can't change the past, but you can change who you are moving forward. You're always going to have obstacles in the way, but it's about how you challenge those obstacles, or how you get through those obstacles and continue to be a better person. Because you're always going to have, nothing's going to be perfect, right? It's always about growing, and there's always new obstacles ahead of you and whatever, but it's just about making that choice to be a better person. You know what I mean? And we all make mistakes, man. Especially, I wish I could talk to kids more and tell them that, like, when I see kids, they always think they're making mistakes and shit. And if only I could, like, tell those kids that, like, man, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, we understand you. Like, we understand what it's like to have anger. We understand what it's like to take that anger out on things that you wish you didn't. Um, you know. But yeah, we're all learning and we're all growing, and I know that's how you guys feel all the time with me. But it's just a work in progress, you know. We're all growing and learning. But I'm gonna head out now. Jen, thank you. Helene, thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. Um, but thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting all of it. Literally means the world to me. Can't thank you enough. Um, and yeah, have a good night. Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Bye.